This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down day by day, and let you know how to navigate. So I'm sitting here on Sunday morning, post full moon, taking in all of the vibes, and it's really interesting. I would say that there is a mixture of energies, but neither good nor bad. You know, I think it's just a matter of being still. Maybe you feel like resting today. Maybe you're just taking it easy with whatever it is that you are doing. I don't know how to explain it. I'm really curious to know in the comments what you're feeling or what you're thinking. We're definitely still in the full moon energy because of the degrees in which the moon entered our day, you know? So yeah, the sun is shining. It's a little bit cold outside, but there's a calmness. And I know the previous days haven't been easy. The emotions have been running high. There's been some intensity. I feel like I say that all the time, but they're always in different ways or facets. You know what I mean? I was sitting here this morning having my coffee before filming, and I don't know if you know this about me, but I like to sort of sit and reflect before I film. You know, I don't know. I think about music. I think about memories. I think about, you know, what's coming in the future. You know, a whole slew of information, I guess, comes into my mind. I'm sure like it does for you too. And I happen to feel a presence around me. I noticed that my cat was looking into the distance, and usually when cats do that, it's very spiritual based, you know. And I was thinking about my cat Gretchen, who passed away in November. And, you know, I do think about her often, but I have to admit having another cat come into the mix here who looks like Gretchen or who acts like Gretchen has really helped with the grieving process. And I happened to look through some photos on my phone, and there was this picture that popped up of Gretchen next to a tarot card. And I'm going to use that deck today because I was thinking of her, and for whatever reason, I think there's going to be something good that comes out of that deck. But I found this picture where she looked like the cat in the picture, and I'm going to share it with you all on social media. I also took another picture with Karma, my new kitty, in the same type of pose. I tried my best anyways, and I'll show you the side-by-side comparisons of the two. It's pretty cute. But I don't know how many of you are thinking about a pet maybe, or a past pet, you know, that you loved so deeply or that you just miss so much. I don't know. Maybe that's the vibe today. Or maybe you're missing somebody in your family who's passed. I don't know. I'm getting that vibe today. Okay. So I do think that this full moon has helped us bring some things to the surface. I do think there are some lovey vibes in the air. I think that there's just this beautiful shift coming. And I know I'm kind of rambling on here a little bit, but let me know how you're feeling in the comments. I love knowing what your word of the day is. Let's see what the overall themes and messages are for the week. I haven't used this deck in a while either. Maybe I'm on a black and white theme because I have tuxedo kitty pictures to show you. This is about protection. Now, I know it says evil eye, but we're not talking about evil here. We're talking about just protecting your energy. Are you doing that? Are you protecting yourself from any negative things around you? You know, I've been having this conversation lately with people about how you need to be careful who you tell your business to, especially when it comes to the spiritual journey. You know, people want to see you do well. They don't want to see you do better. People want to keep you in negative energy because they themselves are unhappy, and misery loves company. And I would just remind you that if your light is shining bright, you do not have to dim it for anyone else. You do not have to apologize for how hard you've studied, how hard you've worked, for you being you. You know, just be you. Be your authentic self. Protect your energy. And that just really comes down to boundaries, which is related to the full moon in Virgo. It's all about boundaries, right? Yes, we want to be of service to people, but that doesn't mean we have to overextend ourselves. That doesn't mean we have to placate to everybody. So let's see what else we need to know here today. Halls of Amenti initiation. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. Wow. Look at the theme of the black and white sort of checkerboard flooring here. Funny, there's somebody at my door. Don't know what that is, but that's okay. We'll take it as a sign of something, an initiation, a knock on the door maybe. It seems like it's a delivery of some sort, but there we go. Maybe it's some sort of treasure to be uncovered. Oh, I know what it is. Oh my gosh, you know what it is? It's cat food. It's cat food. Funny that I'm talking about my cat. I needed cat food, and yeah, it's a delivery. Well, on that note, we're basically being initiated into something new here. Okay. So I would just say, you know, be open. Be open. Okay, let's see what else we need to know about the week. The Seeker. Could you surrender just a bit more? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All-seeing eye, spirit, and release. Just want to make an observation. You know what's interesting about all three of these cards? It all has like an eye. You know, eyes are the window to the soul, right? It's all like third eye kind of energy, which is intuition. Even the coloring, there's like purple here. This is third eye chakra. Okay, let's put these cards to the side, and if we need them, we will come back to them, but there's definitely a theme. I mean, we can see it. I mean, I feel like I almost have to show you even close up again, you know? There's something really special here in these cards. Okay, I'm gonna put these to the side. Like I said, we'll take a look and see what we need to know. But I'm gonna use these kitty tarot cards here. I forget the name of the deck, but they're really beautiful. We'll see what comes out. Okay, so let's take a look at Monday. What do we need to know about Monday? The Emperor. We're making power moves. This is reminding you to be calm, cool, collected, and to start your week off with a sense of strength. On Tuesday, Seven of Swords. You know, it's interesting. This came up in a reading that I posted this morning about authenticity, living your authentic truth. There was a theme about truth. Are you ready for the truth, whatever that is? Sometimes the truth hurts, yes, but it's also necessary. I think it's the way in which truth is delivered, you know, how you receive that truth. But I do believe we have to ask ourselves, are we living our authentic truth? You know, just like that card said, could you surrender just a bit more? Could you be open just a little bit more? Could you take one more step, just a little one, you know? Okay, let's take a look at Wednesday. Five of Swords. I've been channeling roses, and I see the rose here in this card. Five of Swords is a bit of conflict, okay? And it can be a headache, and it's kind of interesting because I've had a headache on and off, I'd say, for the last 3 days. And I know that it's related to the full moon. I know that it's related to solar flares. They've been very, very strong. And I think that we're purging a lot. But there could be a little bit of conflict here. And to be honest with you, the Five of Swords does invite you to put down the sword. Stop fighting. Stop battling. Because technically, if we went to the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords would be moving on to calmer waters and peace, right? And so let's take a look at what else we need to know here. Death and rebirth. Oh, wow. I'm going to share something with you. So when I was sitting on the sofa earlier having my coffee and thinking about my cat who passed, I actually Googled, how soon do pets visit you when they pass? Because one thing that I noticed about myself recently, not only with my cat Gretchen, but also when my father passed away in 2022, I connected with their souls extremely quickly. And I don't know what your experiences are with this. I'd be curious to know in the comments. Maybe I meant to ask you today. But when my father passed, I got the phone call at about 10 o'clock or so in the evening. We had been at the hospital and we did go home. And I think my dad would have wanted it that way. I think people have a very specific preference on how they would like to pass. When they talk about animals, animals usually want to be, in hiding. They don't want to be necessarily, um, you know, with a lot of energy around them. And I remember I got the call at around 10 something that my father had passed. And I was on the phone talking to my mother, and I saw what looked like a black butterfly or moth, I don't even know what you'd call it, just like, flash across the room. And my 3 cats, went running down the hallway chasing it, but there was nothing there. I knew the moment I saw that spark of light or butterfly. I don't even know how to describe it. Maybe I don't know. All I know was that I saw this butterfly, and the cats ran after it, and I looked myself and there was nothing there. And I woke up the very next morning getting ready to go to the funeral home, and I said, Dad, if you're with me, give me a sign. And you know what? If you know this light bulb story about me or my my dad, there was a light bulb that hadn't been working, an LED light bulb that was like so acting so strange weeks before that. It had been out for weeks, literally. And the moment I asked for that sign, within, I don't know, 2 minutes, that light bulb like bolted, like just on, like just like a jolt of light, and started talking to me for weeks, actually even for months after that, on and off. And when Gretchen passed in November, she went very peacefully. It was really a really easy passing, and I'm very grateful for that. And she was beautiful even in death, just looking at her in this beautiful purple blanket that they had her in, and she looked so royal. I would always say she was a royal kitty. But that night I went to sleep, and in the morning, just before I woke up, I dreamt of her. And she came to me, and there was this beautiful bright light, and she came running to me, and I said, Gretchen, is that you? And we hugged, and then she was gone. And I haven't connected with her necessarily in dream time since, but I definitely know she's with me. And when I'm looking at this, sorry, this is a long story. When I was looking at this card just now, because I didn't look at it earlier, I didn't even open the deck until now. But it reminds me, like, look at her, like that's obviously like the vessel, like the body, but like there's the soul. You can see the heart, It's interesting. So I've noticed that I connect to souls very quickly somehow when they pass, like almost instantly. I haven't had a lot of death experience in my life, but any of the ones that I've had, it's been very quickly. It's happened very quickly, I should say. So there's a death and a rebirth that's happening here. Very much so. Okay, let's take a look. And that's how I got to seeing the picture of my cat. Oh, here she, oh my goodness. My kitty cat Karma heard me. She must have heard me. Wow, we're getting lots of, she's never done that before in one of our readings where she's just like jumped right onto the cards like this. She came in like a beast. She came in like a beast. Okay. All right, kitty. If you want to sit here, you can sit here. So let's take a look at Thursday. Oh, sorry, Friday. My bad. On Friday. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is a bit of worry and anxiety. There's a bit of mixed energy, like I told you here. I don't think there's anything bad in these cards. These are not traditionally the greatest cards per se, like the 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, or 9 of Swords. I think the Death card is actually a great card because it's transformation and rebirth. But I think a lot of you are worried about what's to come. What does transformation mean? What does this death and rebirth do for you? And you know what it does? There's the answer, the Fool. Trusting, taking a leap of faith. You're just worried about brand new beginnings. And let's see what's going on Sunday here. Yeah, Three of Wands. And it's so interesting because the Three of Wands is a topic that came up in my live recently when my astrologer friend Miro joined me, and we just talked about, you know, the full moon vibes, and he asked me a question about how I felt about the Three of Wands in regards to sun energy. There's the sun in the picture, and then of course Jupiter, which is growth, expansion, and good luck. And guess what? Jupiter is the third eye. So there's the connection to what we talked about earlier with the eye symbolism. So the Three of Wands has a couple meanings. You know, it can mean I don't chase, I only attract, right? We don't want to chase anything. On the other hand, if it's for your personal growth and evolution, make moves. Don't sit on the sidelines. Don't say, I'll do this tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, because there's never going to be a right time. You know, whenever we say it's timing, it's timing, it's timing, there's never a right time. So if it's regarding a relationship, don't chase the relationship. Don't do it. It's a short-term gain with a long-term pain. And we all know that we want the short-term pain, long-term gain if we have a choice, right? So interesting. Let's take a look at a sneak peek for the following week. Two of Swords. You have a decision to make. Are you in the old? Are you in the new? Are you in the old? Are you in the new? And you know, just while I'm thinking about this, I don't know where it is in the deck. Please bear with me. I want to show you that card that I was telling you about that I saw in my photos on my phone, just so you get a reference, because I do think the message was really important. And of course, when I'm looking for this card, you know, it's going to probably be right at the end of the deck. But I want to show it to you for a reason, because the card actually is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is about spiritual ascension. It is about commitment. It is about taking the methodical steps. It's that Taurus energy that is slow and steady. You got to be kidding me. Like, this card must really be at the back of the deck. I apologize for keeping you waiting. Here it is right here. What a beautiful card. Just wanted to show it to you. This is like saying you have the keys to heaven almost, you know. Lilies are about peace and ambition. And there's just such a sweetness, you know, to this picture. It really reminded me of my Gretchen. And I'll like I said, I'll post the pictures of Gretchen next to this card, and then Karma next to this card. But I wanted you to see it. So let's take a look at some oracle cards to see what we need to know about these energies. And wow, hold on a second. I'm having a lot of like synchronicities. Excuse me. And that is, look what I just saw right here. Remember I was telling you about like a black butterfly? There's like almost like what I saw. Maybe that's a sign to use this deck. Let's use it. I was going to use a different one, but let's use it. Let's be spontaneous. And let's see, the Emperor on Monday. Interesting, Christmas gift, Christmas tree. I saw the gifts under the tree. Receiving and giving gifts. Spirit will be generous. A special gift. A family get-together. December. Holiday time. This doesn't have to be literally, of course, about Christmas, just so you know. But the Emperor is about making moves. And Spirit will be generous when you make your move. I do believe that. So Seven of Swords, we talked about living authentic truth. Roses. I've been channeling roses. It's actually my my grandmother's birthday tomorrow. She passed away a few years ago now, and she used to always call me, like, basically it translated to like a little rose, you know. She'd always buy me roses, or like little mini rose, you know, like the little mini roses, like a pot of mini roses. I don't know. Anyway, they were so cute. Anyways, Seven of Swords. Romance is in the air, self-love focus, expressing sensuality, a classic romantic, rose oils and lotions, attractive scents. Stop and enjoy this moment. Seven of Swords, live your authentic truth. I think this is a combination of energy. I think this is telling you to enjoy the present moment. I think this is telling you and reminding you to love yourself, be kind to yourself, but also it could be about expression of deeper feelings. Like somebody could be wearing a bit of a mask about how they feel. Let's see, Five of Swords. The Lion, having the courage, facing fears with courage, personal power, finding self-confidence, king, queen of your world. Believe in yourself, royalty and high honor status, Leo energy. That's interesting. I have Venus in Leo, and Venus in Leo is like, you know, wanting grand gestures and love or expression of love, you know, personal power, magnetism, believing in yourself, confidence. I feel like somebody is working on their confidence, you know, on Wednesday, or just in general. It doesn't have to be for one day you're working on your confidence, but the theme of that day is confidence, you know? Okay. I'm making all these like connections. It says royalty, and I had mentioned, you know, when my cat passed away, they put her in this beautiful purple blanket, velvet blanket. It was just beautiful, and she looked really, really at peace. And purple is Jupiter. It's the third eye. So all this third eye stuff coming through today. All right, death and rebirth. Watermelon. Lighten up, refreshing the mood. Summertime, hydrate your body, replenish spirit. Cooling off, seize the day. See, this is it. Replenish your spirit. Death and rebirth, total transformation. Okay, Nine of Swords. Oh, perfume. Your distinct style, expensive taste, splurge on luxury, shopping days. Someone is reminded of you. Brings back a memory. Play with your moods. Somebody's struggling with their anxiety in regards to nostalgia. Something wants to pull you backwards. That's the problem. That's the conflict. Should I, shouldn't I? Do I have the guts to do this? Can I go through this death and rebirth, this total transformation and change? And yes, you can, because there's the Fool card that says absolutely trust and take a leap of faith. Interesting, the typewriter. Oh, a message arrives. Jotting down ideas, messaging someone, get it out, brainstorming books, and publishing. Love letter. The lotus flower here is really beautiful because a lotus flower grows out of this muddy water, you know, and it turns into something really beautiful. And we have the typewriter right under the roses here. For some reason, that kind of stands out at me. Don't wait on something in regards to your own growth and evolution. Never wait. Never, ever wait on anybody either. The tent. Going camping, disconnect from situation, get back to basics, outdoor activities, minimalist lifestyle, in between worlds, transition phase. This is the whole point. Many of you are in a transition phase right now, where like, again, there's that sitting on the sidelines where like you're dipping your toe in the water and you're like not sure what you should be doing. I got a kitty cat that's doing something right now that she really shouldn't be. And she knows that I'm on camera, and that's why I can't go over there. Let's see. Two of Swords. Are you in the old? Are you in the new? The forest. Green Witch. Trees and animals have a message. Funny, I'm talking about animals having a message today. There's a message for you from an animal or a pet, past loved one, spirit animal, whatever it is. Maybe you need to get outside more, breathe fresh air, exhale stale, finding a sanctuary in nature. Take a stroll. Gaia calls you. The earth is calling you. It's time to breathe new air. Because it is full moon in Virgo, let me just take a couple full moon cards here, or moon cards, just to kind of see what's going on. Some last guidance. Avoid drama. That's always good. Don't get into it with anybody. Stay to yourself if you need to. Don't engage. Like I said, protect yourself. That's that evil eye card from the very beginning. Protect yourself. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Accept responsibility for where you've been. Yes. Could you surrender just a little bit more? Could you open just a little bit more? Accept responsibility and move on. And look at changes. They're coming. Look at those beautiful swans. What a beautiful like image of love as well. There's changes coming here. I really hope this resonates with you. I'd love to know how you're feeling during this full moon. I appreciate all your likes, your comments, your subscribes. It really means the world to me. So thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing week.